today, because of what's going on in the whole world, everybody is, okay, maybe not everybody literally, but, you know, St. Valentine's Day, the day that symbolizes love, especially, all right? And so you tell me, must a couple exchange gifts today? And does it matter if your partner, could be male or female, so if you're male, does it matter to you if your partner gets you a gift today? If you're female, same question goes to you. And then, if a man asks a lady for money, is it a test or a warning sign? Is that an okay kind of test? And for a man asking a lady for money, of course, you know that we're discussing people who are already in a relationship. All right? I mean, you can't be asking a lady for money when you don't have a relationship, unless you're just normally a beggar. So you randomly beg people. All right? And then financial tests. Are they a valid way to gauge a partner's commitment? It could be financial tests. It could be giving any kind of gifts. Is it a valid way to gauge a partner's commitment? But especially financial tests, because, you know, where a man's treasure is, there his heart is. And by treasure, usually it's money. People like money. Human beings like money. And there are those who love money. And then the last one is borrowing. Borrowing money is sign of trust, or is it a red flag in a relationship? So let's talk. Get on Facebook and join the conversation right there. My name is Constance Irele Mega, and it's great to have you right here on the show on a Friday. So we're having this conversation till about 1 p.m. or so. Oh my goodness me. Well, let's see how long we can do this. All right, because in between we're going to have an interview for like 10 minutes or so. For 10 minutes. We'll see. And then after that, for 30 minutes, there's also something at 1:30. But let's talk already. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0002. Or 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0007. Do me a favor as well. Send me a message via WhatsApp. 0809-030-6416. Hello and welcome. What's your name?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
Promise the key.
All right, go on.
Yes, talk about whether it's a must for couples to share gifts today. It's not actually a must. However, it depends on what you categorize as gifts. The gift may not be maybe a valuable item you bought from the market, but could be in a special treatment. You know, there are some things you may have not done to partner for some time, like just today, remember and do them. Treat person well, you know, attitude and all that to serve as the special gift given to the person today. So circumstances and the environment where you are can actually determine the kind of gift you are going to give. It might not be an item that you bought from the market, but maybe a special gift or what your partner is to like. Just depends on that judgment. You know, I'm sure the person will actually value it and appreciate it. Then when it comes to issue of the test of your partner, let's assume that the man.
Okay, I was even going to ask you to turn off your radio set, but the network has done that for me. Please, when you're calling in to the show, I mean any show actually on radio or even TV, you have to turn off your radio set to avoid that hallback, to avoid echoes, to avoid anything that's going to affect, you know, a smooth flow of the conversation. Thank you. Hello, welcome aboard. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good afternoon, Mega.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, Daniel Mogeto Zako.
All right, welcome aboard.
Yes,
go on now.
You people to help me there. Because for me, I value yesterday that was radio day than today. Yes, maybe because of my age or whatever. You see those days. Yes, we do talk about Valentine's Day, but it's really nothing too serious. I don't know how many radio stations that talk about it, but we know the day, Valentine, whatever. Well, on that of giving money, giving cash or whatever, I think today, locally in our local palace here, young ladies will say, let me chop the man. Actually, the love is not there. Then, on the side of the men, to those they call sugar mommy, they can as well do that. But real love to those that are celebrating today, because for me, love is to be shared every day, or any day that your bank account increase a little. You let your partner know that at least something has changed hands. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Okay.
So, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So I still want to hear about, the other part of, this conversation about financial tests, right? Where someone is saying that if a man begins to ask for money from a lady he is in a relationship with, then that means he's ready to marry her. What's your take? Because I also like to hear from you, all right, on that. Hello, welcome. What's your name, please? That happened. Please do well to call back. Thank you. Hello, good afternoon. What's your name?
Good afternoon to you, my lady. Hello.
I can hear you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Real Gift.
Oh, okay. My earpiece is not very loud. I don't even know what's going on. Welcome, Real Gift. Please, go on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go on.
Okay. Well, let me start from the financial exam, not the test. I disagree with the man who said when a man asks a woman in a relationship for money, me say, na test. Not be test, make an exam at once, make I know. Some of them, they just want to satisfy the woman. That be because of marriage. I disagree with that one. 2, on the issue of gift giving, it depends. So, for me today, when I was in the world, I gave gifts. But now I'm outside the world, so as I'm concerned, whether my wife gives me gifts, I don't know whether if I don't give her, she go vex. But for me, if she don't give me, I don't go vex. You understand? Because I believe what we share on a daily basis is what the day depicts. So for the fact that we get it every day, no need to specialize them on today. And which other question you asked about it?
You've already answered. It's about the financial test thing. I asked a couple of questions actually, and then the Valentine's Day gift thing.
Let me tell you this. Only those who walk during the night understand the orders of the spirit. So those who they celebrate, go. They better to tell whether if they don't give gift or receive gift today, they go cry. Thank you very much, my lady.
All right, thank you very much. When conversations like this come up, right? I feel like it's better when it's the men who are responding to a statement from a man, especially, because if the ladies are the ones calling in to say, no, it's not a test, or yes, it's a test, question their motive, actually. You want to find out, okay, why are you talking like that, right? But I also want to hear from more men. Talk to me about this, all right? It's Valentine's Day, and maybe today is that day someone somewhere would be asked to give money. Borrow me 1 million naira so I can put in my business. Borrow me. Yeah, people don't say lend me. That's too sweet in English, And then you start making such demands from someone, expecting that they should see it as a way of showing commitment, because that's what some people see it as. I mean, if you're willing to give me this kind of money, whether it's a loan or you're dashing me, it means you're committed to this relationship. Because you don't want to throw away your money, right? Even if you're investing, even if you're not going to ask for that money back, you don't want to carry an amount of money that will touch you. Like if you leave your accounts, you will shake. something has left your body, like virtue actually literally leaves you. You don't want to give it to someone who doesn't mean anything to you. So, financial tests, really, are they a valid way to gauge a partner's commitment in a relationship? I don't think this call will go. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Apologies. Please call back. I'm taking messages on WhatsApp, so please send yours as well. 0809 030 6416. Let me see. Who's this? David Dumale Monday says, I disagree to some extent. If a man asks a woman for money, it's not a test. It's a player. A real man tests the character and not money. Ooh, really? David. Okay. Hello, what's your name?
Good afternoon, Constance.
Good afternoon.
Ezekiel, calling from Ubumini.
All right, welcome, Ezekiel.
Constance, I think I don't believe those who say that giving compulsorily today, being Valentine's Day, is a must thing. I really don't understand what the Valentine means to start with. I see today, 14th day of February, as every other day. Anything concerning couples, relationship, it is all from the mindset of whom it may concern. I may give you today, and tomorrow becomes war. Does today or has today given us any joy? No. So if you ask me, giving today means nothing. If you also don't give today, it means nothing. I don't know if you are understanding me, Mrs. Constance.
I get you. Loud and clear.
Fine. So in my own principle, I don't see any give and take on Valentine's Day as the real love, as they claim it to be. Valentine's Day for me is not a loving day, but a tentative day. A day which some couples, some boys and girls will sink or swim into immoral behaviors.
Okay.
Swim into immoral activities.
Okay. So can we talk about the other part of the conversation we're having?
Talking about whether it is good to exchange goods or services or gifts.
No, that's not the other question. The other one is about financial tests. When a man asks a lady for money, a lady he is in a relationship with for money, is it a test, to show that he wants to marry her? You agree with that?
It's not a test. Even for a man to even have a special day of asking something from his wife to be or what do they call it? I don't see it as a test. All test means mental, or I don't know how to put it, but the issue is that one must realize or value the person he or she is dealing with. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Ezekiel. I can totally understand, right? A lot of questions. Ooh. Okay, so here we go. I'm asking a couple of questions, but basically it's, about gifts given. Money is part of the kind of gifts people, also give. Yeah. So definitely, we're discussing gift exchange versus financial tests. Valentine's Day is gift giving. It's something that people talk about a whole lot. Must exchange gifts today. Is that a sign that yes, you love your partner? And the second one is, does it matter to you if your partner gets you a gift today? Does it really mean like, such a special thing? I mean, because it's a Valentine's Day. Does it matter to you? And then the other part where the young man said, if a man asks a lady for money, then he's testing her for marriage. What do you think? Is it a test or is it a warning sign? Is it a red flag that, babe, find your slippers, put your leg, they run, no look back. All right? And then borrowing money, is it a sign of trust or a red flag in a relationship? And then I'm even also asking if financial tests are a valid way to gauge a partner's commitment. I mean, some other person says, no, it's not financial test. It's character test that you should be doing, not financial test. Why they look person money? What see they find? So talk to me. I would like to hear from you, okay? What's the time? This is 12:40 something, and you're saying good morning. That almost confused me. But hey, all the same. You say, to me, it's not actually compulsory that gift must be shared today. It's a thing of the heart. As for monetary test, it will be very wrong to personalize it only to women. Let it be a test for both parties. Anthony Wardy from Olurumibo. Okay, Anthony, thank you for your message. So how about you? Get on Facebook. I would like to read your comments as well. If you are there, drop your comments. And when you're typing, please type out everything you want to type properly so I can read it well. All right? Thank you. Nigerian for 92.3 PH. We're live on Facebook now, and we're discussing gift exchange versus financial test. You know, there are people that actually believe that if you're going to marry someone, then you should be testing a lot of things. You know? Those things they would say, oh, did you not see it? Did you not check? One of those check-ins is that you should test the person. As if it's that test you do that day that will determine what's going to happen in the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years of your lives together. And so here's this young man advocating for a financial test by just that statement he made. I think I should even let me read from the post he literally made. Where is it? Where are you? Okay, so yes. So ladies, if a man asks you for money, he's testing for marriage. It means he wants to marry you. That's what the young man says. And then he says, if you don't have money, borrow it. Go and borrow. Because he has asked, and so you should give. So for the person who's asking, who's even saying, I don't even know what today is, I don't even know what it's about. Well, St. Valentine's Day is a day that originated as a Christian feast. Of course, the Roman Catholics, they were honoring a saint, Saint Valentine, who he was a priest. And according to legend, they said he secretly performed marriages for soldiers who were forbidden to wed. I mean, there are also other parts or angles that people, stories people had to share about him. So I don't even know which is true anymore. So, but over time, the day became associated with romantic love, especially during the Middle Ages. But today, it is widely recognized as a celebration of love and affection. And it's marked by one of the things we're discussing now, gift giving, romantic gestures, and expressions of love. All right? And with all of these, there's the societal pressure on both the men and the women regarding these gift exchanges and grand romantic displays. Oh, perhaps by this evening, when you visit social media, or maybe by tomorrow morning, you start seeing some of the things people did today to celebrate Valentine's Day, to mark Valentine's Day, to show that they love the person they're with. And so there's this conversation about if you have a person you're in love with, Valentine's Day is a good day to gift them something. I mean, if all through, the year just started, but it's the second month, all right? And day 14, this is like half of the month already. So this is like an opportunity to show this person that, yes, my mind is still there. I love you. And so I get you something. It's a special day. People are celebrating. So let's join the bandwagon. It's not a bad one, right? But you tell me now, does it matter to you if your partner comes home today, if your partner calls you up, if your partner does anything to show that, hey, this is what I got you for Valentine's Day? Would it matter to you? Would you see it as, oh, wow, that was very thoughtful of you? Or would you see it as, okay, thank you? Is that how you're going to react? So you tell me, does it matter to you if your partner gets you a gift today? And then the second one is financial tests. Financial tests, are they a viable way, valid way to gauge a partner's commitment? in a relationship? And then is borrowing money a sign of trust or a red flag in relationships? Talk to me. Constance, when a woman is dating a wealthy guy and one day the guy asks money from her, how do you think she'll respond? Won't she give because she knows he can give back to her? Okay, what's your name though? No name. Hi Constance, why will it be absurd for a man to ask a woman money, but look okay for a woman to ask a man money? Well, that's not what we're discussing, so I don't know where you got that from. Anyway, you say, does gender equality not apply in this case, whereby boys are equal and give to the others without bias? Is the idea that men should be the ones given not negates the principle of gender equality and substantiates the fact of creation that man is head over the woman? Paul from Port Harcourt, you have to look at your message again. All right, please just look at it again and help me fix it so that by the time I'm reading it again, I won't sound the way I'm sounding. All right, thank you. Good afternoon, my air lady. Yes, in some situations, it's a test. I did it a long time ago. I wasn't really in need of the money, but I wanted to know how far she could go with me. Which character is better than a woman's money? It's a very good test. A woman who does not love you will never give her money to you. A woman gives only when she loves. It is what it is. Dave. Okay, that's from Dave. So Dave says it's a valid test of commitment. Interesting. So how about you now? You talk to me. Tell me, is it a valid test? What do you think? It's a red flag. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0002. Hello and welcome. What's your name?
Good afternoon to you.
All right, Mr. Zion, go on, please.
Using that as a test for your partner, to me, I look at it as a childish. Not at an age whereby most people go into a relationship or want to date who is rich. They don't care. It's just money. To a large extent, I found out that you don't really use that to test your partner if they are faithful or not. I've seen situations whereby maybe the guy has more money than the lady. No problem. We also is welcome. I want to marry a rich guy, no problem. But when the same guy say, I want to marry a rich lady, we tend to close one eye and look at the guy. That's so unfair to ourselves when it comes to this. But thank God for the God of this generation that have made both male and female to be wealthy. So using money to test your partner is totally. I knew people who have money, who have joy, no happiness. In fact, this morning we had a birthday in our place of work, and the prayer point, one of those guys' place was, all the sisters that are looking for husband, I command the husband for you in Jesus' name. And I imagine how people are rolling their eyes towards directions. Don't these men have money? They all have money here. So if you want to use money to test your partner, is to show that you are broken. You are not yet free from your partner. Maybe you are involved in one or two relationships and money was involved, they betrayed your trust in money and you thought everybody's all about money. Leave the floor. Not everybody will date you because of your money. Some just love you. Mr. Zion.
All right, thank you for calling, Mr. Zion. So the young man says, if a man asks for money, if a man starts, that's the way he puts it. He says, if once a man starts asking you for money, he is planning to marry you. If you don't have the money, go and borrow the money. That's what he said. And so this is directly directed at the ladies. All right? Trying to tell the ladies, if a man begins to ask you for money, don't question it. Just go all out and make it available. Why? Because he is trying to test you. And that test is to know if he can marry you. That's what he says. And so I'm asking, is this financial test a valid way to gauge a partner's commitment? It goes both ways, male or female. All right? And then is borrowing money a sign of trust or a red flag in relationships? So you got into a relationship with someone, and then a few months down the line, maybe a few weeks, the person starts asking you to lend them money. I think I saw one yesterday where someone actually said that by the time you are in it, yes, I think maybe this was a response to that one, where someone said, if you get into a relationship with a guy and after a few weeks he starts asking you to loan him money for anything, he says, run. Not them scammers. He wants to scam you. That's why he's asking for a loan. Other borrow me money, forget it. The money will go and it's not coming back. So yes, it's Saint Valentine's Day, and I've already given you a short overview of what the day is about. And I remember we also had in the news where a Catholic priest, who's also a media professor, Walter Ihejirika, explained what Saint Valentine's Day is about. Talked about the man himself, Saint Valentine, whom he said was a bishop that was martyred on 14th February during the Christian persecution. And he narrated as well that by the 5th century, his tomb, that's where he was buried in Italy, became a pilgrimage site. But over time, Saint Valentine has become linked to love. He said people even started seeking his intercession for marriage. Like they prayed to him, maybe to bless their relationship or something like that. Anyway, whichever one it is, love is love. So you can love every day, right? There's no end to it. Thank you so much for having this conversation with me. We have to go now for the news. And after the news, there'll be an interview for like 10 minutes. Do stay tuned.
Nigeria info.